This is now my WWE SummerSlam Night 2 2025 review and match ratings now for you guys. I'm going to be rating every single match out of 10, then rating the show out of 10. Let's get right into it then, starting with the Triple Threat Women's World Championship match between Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky. So, Naomi got a big win here, of course, and the ending was an interesting one. It looked like Rhea Ripley had Io Sky, but then Naomi came out of nowhere and won via surprise roll-up. And look, a lot of us hate these surprise roll-ups, and honestly, I don't think there needed to be a surprise roll-up. I feel like in ways, Rhea Ripley's very overprotected. I mean, I get that you don't want to make any of them look bad, but it doesn't really matter. Like, if Io Sky got pinned clean, I wouldn't care. If Rhea Ripley got pinned clean, I wouldn't care. Naomi's the right winner. We got the right winner. That's the most important thing. It was a good match. Styles gelled very well. Rhea and Io always go at it, and they're always fantastic. But we've got to move on from that all that now, if we're being honest with you. We got to move on from that. But again, they never failed to have a good match, and Naomi added to the mix. Her and Io had some fantastic moments. She was going after Rhea as well a lot. Yeah, good match overall, in my opinion. I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. It was a fun match. But yeah, roll up, there wasn't really any need for it, in my opinion. But yeah, 8 out of 10, still very solid match. Anyway, next up, we got the 6-pack tag team ladder match, where we had the Wyatt Six, Andrade and Rey Fenix, DIY, Fraxium, Motor City Machine Guns, and the Street Profits. The Wyatt Six ended up winning this match. Very, very, very good stuff, though, to be honest with you. I mean, I love watching Fraxium. I wanted them to win, but I knew they wouldn't. But I love watching Fraxium. Axiom's absolutely class. Ridiculously great high-flying luchador. Nathan Fraser, unbelievable. He took some bloody big bumps today, to be honest. See, he's always sacrificing his body, and that's exactly what he did today. Rey Fenix was bloody flying around everywhere. Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, unbelievable. Angelo Dawkins. I mean, yeah, honestly, they're like the 4-table or whatever it was, like the 4-table phase where they're all... You guys know what I'm talking about. It was absolutely class, to be honest with you. Then you had the women getting involved, Candice LeRae, all that, yeah. B-Fab, I forgot, Nikki Cross was the other one getting involved. Uncle Howdy event also at a point wanted to bloody climb the ladder as well and be the one to win it for the Wyatt Six, but he couldn't. Tommaso Ciampa also had a moment where he was like hanging on to the titles for dear life on the top. Why not pull them down, mate? But yeah, it was a very, very, very fun match, as expected. A very fun, dead on 16 minutes, as it says here. Very fun 16 minutes, to be honest with you. Very good match. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. It was such a fun match, this TLC 6-pack. Oh, it's such a great match. Anyway, we then go to Becky Lynch defeating Lyra Valkyria. Yeah, it was a no disqualification match. I feel like it was a little bit overdone at times, to be honest with you. But it was a good match. They overran with it, though. Good showing from both. Lyra had a good showing. Becky had a good showing. It's the best match that they've had with each other so far. Again, I feel like the build-up for this one was good. And yeah, I'm glad look, I feel like it was a good match. It wasn't anything amazingly special, though. But again, big moves were hit. But I wasn't really feeling emotionally invested during this match, and I don't know why. It was a good match, though. You know, don't get me wrong. It was a good match. I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. But I just didn't really feel fully invested in it, though. That's the thing. But Becky Lynch won the match. I forgot how she actually won. I haven't forgot how she won. I just wasn't emotionally invested in it at all. But yeah, there we go. Anyway, Becky Lynch wins 7 out of 10. Next up, then, we got Solo Sikoa defeating Jake Fatu by escaping the cage. Look, I wanted to see a bit more. I mean, look, Jake Fatu, was there even any point in ripping off that handcuff from the steel cage? I mean, I guess it was a decent moment. He ripped it off when he had his hand. I mean, it was a good moment, actually. But it's like he lost anyway. I thought he was going to do that. And then it's like once someone does that, it's like, yeah, they're probably going to win the match. But no, he still lost because JC Mateo, or was it Tala Tonga it was Tala Tonga who just smashed the door in Jake Fatu's face as he tried to leave. JC Mateo, as Solo Sikoa was trying to leave, he was there trying to hold the door open, help him out. He was absolutely bloody useless, JC Mateo. It was Tala Tonga who saved the day for Solo Sikoa and helped him retain there. It was a good match, though. I mean, at the very end, when Jake Fatu went to the very top of the cage, took out Tonga Loa, took out JC Mateo. A big guy who just flies like that. It's unreal. I wanted to see some of that in the match, though. But, yeah, I mean, again, both guys, big powerhouses, but they had some good moments, brutal clotheslines throughout the match. It was good. It was entertaining from both. But, again, it could have been better. I might actually give it a 6.5 out of 10. That's what I might do. I think I'm actually going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. That's what I'm giving this match. Anyway, then we get to Dominic Mysterio retaining his WWE Intercontinental Championship against AJ Styles. Wow, okay. I wanted AJ Styles to win. I feel like he should have won the match. What else are we really going to do with Dominic as the Intercontinental Champion? Like, what else are we actually going to do with him as champion? It's just a bit dead. It's just a bit dead of a title reign, in my opinion. But yeah, Styles was screwed over again in another match. Dominic ended up unlacing his boot. So I didn't notice this at the time, but he actually unlaced his boot himself. Mind games. AJ Styles came out in the car wearing Mexican. Wearing his Mexican costume himself, trying to get in the head of Dominic Mysterio. But no, and then he ended up losing by mind games himself and cheated. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there was a cheat spot at a point. Dominic Mysterio then, doing the classic Eddie Guerrero, is he his dad? But then AJ Styles and flopped with the chair. The ref had no idea what to do. But yeah, then eventually we got to that ending where Dominic ended up whacking the boot of AJ Styles across his face after AJ Styles took it off after Dominic unlaced it during the calf crusher. And there we go. 1, 2, 3. Dominic Mysterio won the match and retained. It was a good match. It wasn't anything amazingly special. It's not one I would want to go and watch back, really. But yeah, I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. Thought it's all right. There we go. Anyway, we then get to the street fight where we got a new undisputed WWE champion, Cody Rhodes, defeating John Cena. How interesting is that? Honestly, look, I'm actually glad this was actually a no-nonsense match. My instant reaction to it, I was thinking, I don't really know what to bloody think here. But I'm glad it was a no-nonsense match, especially with what happened after, which we'll get to. But I'm glad it was no nonsense. They just had a classic street fight. There was no referee taking a bump and falling outside the ring and having there be a pinfall. No, there was none of that nonsense. I'm glad. They went into the crowd, had a great brawl. Fantastic in the ring. Great technical match. Using weapons was very great as well. I mean, they bloody had the rope at the point where I think we saw the STS on Cody Rhodes, Cena using that. Rose then trying to use that to get John Cena in a nice headlock. I mean, yeah, honestly, it was a fantastic match, to be honest with you. An absolutely fantastic street fight where there were so many great moments in it. And you always waited for something, and there was just always that unpredictability throughout. I mean, we'll start with Cody Rhodes hit 3 cross rows onto John Cena. He finished Roman with it in WrestleMania to win the title. Cena kicked out. Then we see Cena gives Cody Rhodes 2 AAs. Then went up to the second rope, hit the super AA, and he kicked out. Cody Rhodes kicked out. So unpredictable. So it's like then I'm waiting for someone to come out. But no, we then see the actual ending where Rose gives Cena a final salute, hits the crossroads, that's it. After beating him down, after Cena was badly struggling, and it's, you know, it actually ended well. Looking at Cena's facial expressions, final salute, passing over of the torch, basically. Rose now carrying the company again. Cena had his time to be that 17-time world champion. He doesn't need to be in that again because Brock Lesnar's back. And took John Cena out at the end, gave him an an F5, hit the F5, made a statement. That's what Brock Lesnar did. Brock Lesnar's back. Shocking stuff. I actually called it a minute before he came out. I'm like, okay. But no, there's many people who aren't happy about it, understandably. But I'm excited to see what's going to go down. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. The match overall, in my opinion, Cena and Rose gets a 9.5. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And Lesnar's return makes things very, very, very interesting. Overall, I'm going to rate the show probably an 8. Good match overall. Some could have been better, as we've said, but that's what I'm going to say about the show. 8 out of 10.